Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to cover the First Amendment versus the Second Amendment. Because invariably, once you start advocating for the Second Amendment, somebody will hit you with this argument on the First Amendment. Well, the First Amendment gives you free speech, but it doesn't give you unlimited free speech. It kind of does. There are very specific instances where you're not guaranteed free speech. People will say, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. They're right. You can't. You know why? Because that is a call to action. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater because it will cause people to act on that. My ownership of a gun, no matter what kind of gun it is, whether it's a big black scary rifle or a hunting rifle or a simple revolver, is not a call to action. Saying that screaming fire in a crowded theater is analogous to owning a firearm is a faulty argument. What would be a more apt analogy is if I walked into a crowded theater, went up to the front with all the lights on, and pulled out my firearm and caused people to panic. That would be analogous to shouting fire in a crowded theater. It could also be this: Wolverines! Now granted, that's actually a call to action. It's not really, doesn't have anything to do with the firearm. It's a call to action. Another example that they will give is libel and slander. Those are causing damages to another person. They're not simply speech. They are false claims meant to cause damage to another person. I can't just pull out my gun and shoot some random person or some person that I don't like because I am causing them damage. Libel and slander is infringing on someone else's rights. It's not free speech because your rights end at my nose, just like my rights end at your nose. I don't have the right to say you're a cock-sucking son of a bitch. Oh wait, I do have the right to say you're a cock-sucking son of a bitch. I don't have the right to say that I have seen you sucking cock like a son of a bitch. If I haven't actually seen you sucking cock like a son of a bitch, that would be slander. It'd be libel if I wrote it down. Another argument is hate speech. That is patently false. Hate speech is protected. It is so protected that the ACLU will fight for hate speech and hate groups. That would be evidenced by what happened in Charlottesville. The ACLU actually fought for them to have the right to hold that rally in Charlottesville. Hate speech is protected unless it is a call to action or an attempt to incite somebody to act. I can use the N-word as many times as I want, broadcast it out there. It's protected speech. I can say that whites are the supreme race and all the others are simply animals. It's protected speech. Unless you're in the UK where you can't even make a joke that you say is a joke numerous times and that you say it is the most offensive thing you could think of because you're screwing with your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever she was. But the UK doesn't have the First Amendment. They also don't have the Second Amendment, which is why they don't have the First Amendment. Hate speech is protected. No matter which side it comes from, no matter how disgusting and bigoted and hateful it is, it's protected until it becomes a call to action, in which case it is no longer protected. So there you have it. There are just a few of the inaccuracies when somebody throws out the First Amendment is regulated argument. First Amendment, not regulated. Causing damage to somebody else is regulated. No matter what firearm I own, how many of them I own, they sit in my safe. They're not causing damage to anyone. And I will end this with this point. Nowhere in the First Amendment are the words shall not be infringed. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to this video. And until next time, stay armed, stay vigilant, stay safe.